crowd could approach the all-time playoff throng of over 40,000 in Seattle in the Western Finals back in 1980.
You got an illegal jump?
An illegal jump.
Get it off the club.
And it's going to be Lakers ball as the Pistons, according to Earl Strom, stole the jump, and so we're underway.
I would think that the Lakers would like to get their centers involved, and that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's the plan. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar shooting only 36% in the series, and they'll need his sky hook. Dantley going inside, beats AC Green as he did in game one.
And that's an adjustment offensively, opening up the court for Dantley.
Byron Scott hits from outside, but he did it with Thomas in his face. 4-2. About 30 seconds gone by, and already we have 3 baskets.
And we see a quicker tempo than we saw in the first 2 games.
Dantley going in again. A good arc over Kareem. Dantley scored 34 points, his playoff high in game number 1, and also led the Pistons in game 2 with 19. Now they double with Dantley, leaving Green open at the top of the key, and he beats the double team, and the Lakers are up again.
And probably a player we haven't talked much about so far in this series, but AC Green is playing outstanding ball, especially on the boards.
We haven't had a missed shot yet. Lambier in the corner, hits the side of the rim, and that's the first. Now the Lakers, who are 3 for 3, and a 2-point lead. Magic comes back to Michigan and hits his first basket.
Does this remind you of game 1 where the Pistons in LA hit their first 6 shots in a row? We're seeing the Lakers just say, hey, you did it there. We can show you we can do it here in the Silverdome.
Off a screen is Dumars. He's been cold offensively. Picked up and in by Lambier on Dumars' miss.
And that's Bill Lambier's first offensive rebound in this series.
Hard to believe, but it's a fact. Shot clock. Worthy hasn't handled the ball yet. They go to the other side to Scott, and Byron Scott hits his first 2 shots. He has scored 20 points or more in the last 4 playoff games, so he has matured in playoff action considerably over a year ago. Illegal defense called against the Lakers. That's a warning. Next time will be a technical foul.
Now the Detroit guards must look to penetrate more, to create some opportunities for themselves and for their teammates. And here we see what happens is they get the offensive rebound.
The Lakers have hit their first 5 shots. Should please Pat Riley, but he's concerned defensively with what the Pistons may have in store. Dantley going up, scoops it in.
Adrian Dantley is having some series. He's shooting over 75% from the field right now.
And 3 for 3 in this game. 2.5 gone by, first period. Now they isolate Magic. Worthy with his first shot drops in, and the Lakers have still yet to miss. They're 6 for 6. Mahorn inside. Kareem got a piece of it. Dantley in a new clock.
Well, we see a more aggressive Piston team on the boards.
Lambier wide open. Magic with the rebound. Lakers lead at 12-8 with just under 9 minutes remaining in the first period. Dick Stockton and Bill Cunningham at the Silverdome. Change of venue for game 3. Worthy's miss, long rebound. Thomas pushes it up.
Oh, boy, what a play.
He went between Magic and Worthy, and Isaiah Thomas ready to make a show here.
And we see a different Piston team pushing the ball, even after makes, looking for those quick, easy opportunity baskets.
Magic Johnson puts a fake on Dumars. 2 on the shot clock, and Worthy gets his own rebound. Magic off the side of the board. Lambier thinks better of the break, and Dumars brings it across. Going in, blocked by Kareem. Crowd thought it was goaltending. I thought it was a good block.
Good play by Jabbar.
Worthy off the glass. And a loose ball foul called against the Lakers. And that's the first foul of the game.
Now this is something that the Lakers did not do in game one when Dantley was unstoppable. Get that weak side help, and there's Jabbar coming over for the block.
John Sally, who has not played up to par so far in the first two games, has made a very early appearance in this one.
Because Mahorn wasn't checking Worthy off the offensive boards, that's why Daly went to the change.
Kareem coming out to meet Sally. 7 on the clock. Tough shuffle pass. Thomas. And the Lakers with a 2-point lead with the ball. 7:25 to go, and we've had end-to-end action from the get-go.
Interesting to see with the heat in this building, does fatigue become a factor in the fourth period?
Go, Sal. Go, go, go.
Worthy gives the Lakers a 4-point lead again.
Well, the Lakers are just getting good shot opportunities every time down the court, making that extra pass.
Thomas penetrating inside, gets another one. He is so much more active in the early going than we saw him in game number 2, and frankly, he didn't get the ball enough.
Well, one of the things he was looking to hit Johnson and Dantley in that first game. There's a push-off by Jabbar, and he got away with it.
Kareem with his second basket. All 5 Lakers have scored. Dumar's yet to counter for the Pistons. And a turnover will give it back to the Lakers.
Now watch this penetration just going between 2 Lakers. I don't know how he does this, but he does it, and it's good for 2.
Sportsmanship. The NBA requests that you refrain from.
One of the problems you have playing against Magic Johnson when he's posting up is he finds the open man, and he creates a chemistry where everybody makes the extra pass, and the Lakers have been just killing the Detroit Pistons with their set offense.
They started the game, the Lakers, hitting their first 6 shots. They're at 67%. Detroit not all that bad. If they hit their next basket, they're at 50%. Irvin Johnson, we were talking to Gary Beatty, the trainer, and Bill Burke earlier today, and it looks like that Magic Johnson, because of the problems he had with the flu, looks like that a lot of that excess bulk is gone from him.
Well, he's lost 7 pounds due to the flu, and he retains fluids. And Gary Beatty feels that he's quicker. He looked better than he's seen him in a couple months in practice yesterday.
So in the Lakers' eyes, may have been a blessing in disguise to have that flu problem. Didn't have hurt his play in game 2. That's for sure. 7 on the shot clock. Kareem has it knocked away. 4 on the clock. Scott spots up for a 3 and hits. And Byron Scott has hit 3 baskets in a row, 1 of 3, and has 7 of the 19 Laker points.
That's one example where hustle hurt the Detroit Pistons.
And a foul away from the ball. Byron Scott.
Number 4, Byron Scott, his first, the team's second.
Scott also has been a lot more aggressive inside. He's 3rd on his team in offensive rebounds in the first 2 games.
Well, he feels he has an advantage going inside against Isaiah Thomas.
Lambeer setting a screen. They get it to Bill. Take on Kareem. Lambeer.
You don't see Lambeer very often down in the paint.
His strained left arch has improved considerably, and it looks that way so far. 5-point Laker lead. Green posting up Dantley. Lakers got the jump on it.
So far, the Lakers are the quicker team out here. Loose balls, offensive rebounds, they're all over the place.
5:20 to go, first period. Kareem. And a good box out that time by Adrian Dantley as the Pistons will try to cut it to 3. Joe Dumars looking to get on track. Although he did have 11 points in game 2, has his first basket.
It's very important for him to be aggressive offensively. He has a tendency to just let the other people do the job.
He's just a quiet, unassuming fellow. That's his temperament.
Can't be at this time of the year.
Worthy. Sally got a piece of him. And that's the first team foul against the Pistons in this game. John Sally.
Number 42, James Worthy.
Here's Worthy, who led the Lakers with 26 points in game 2. He suffered that hit pointer in the opening game and had 19 points, but his shooting wasn't good, and as always, he came back strong.
That's one thing the coaches of the Lakers know. If he has a bad game or the team has a bad game, one person they're sure of counting on is James Worthy.
Michael Cooper will make his entrance into the ball game. 4:45 remaining in the first period. The Lakers have led all the way by as much as 7, and now it's 5. He doubled Dantley that time. Dumars. Rebound by Magic Johnson. Outlets to Scott.
Dumars has got to put the ball on the floor, go to the basket, especially with James Worthy playing.
It remains Los Angeles ball.
Michael Cooper coming into the ball game. He has been struggling miserably offensively, hitting only 1 of 12. Green goes out, and Cooper's ankle and other problems have also affected him on the defensive end.
Just feels he can't plant his left foot. He has excruciating pain.
Inside to Worthy, who stepped on the line. Normally, Cooper would have taken that shot.
He's 1 for 12 so far in this series, and he has to come out and be aggressive offensively when he has that open shot. Otherwise, the double team works.
Nearly 4 minutes remaining in the first period. Lakers 21, the Pistons 16. Pick and roll to Sally, and he's pushed by Cooper. Not in the act of shooting. Third team foul, however, for the Lakers.
Los Angeles foul number 21, Michael Cooper. His first, the team's third.
The Lakers have lost 5 of their last 6 road playoff games, but this doesn't seem to be a home court series. Plenty of time on the shot clock, and Thomas wants the motion offense now.
And that's leadership out there. Make sure they get a good shot, and make sure they get it in the right person's hands.
Lambeer long range off the glass, but there's Dantley. He had that big frame of Kareem in front of him.
And Kareem is more of a factor inside today at the defensive end of the court. That time it was just his presence that caused Dantley to miss.
Worthy. And Sally has it. Hughes hit it right. Presence. They got to pay attention when Kareem's in it. Sally, great pass from Isaiah Thomas.
Many teams feel one vulnerable area for the Lakers is to run them, that they do not get back well defensively as a unit.
21 to 18, Lakers in front. Scott Cooper for 3. Close. And here's a 2-on-1 break for the Pistons. Dantley called for the offensive foul as he chose to take the shot and not pass it.
Bad play by Dantley. Should have given it up to Joe Dumars.
One of the reasons why the Pistons don't like to run so much. Bad decisions. It's like the Pistons are getting a spark from Isaiah Thomas. That's just 2 games now in the Lakers series, but you can see he's fallen up somewhat, and in fact has led the Pistons in scoring only once in the last 6 games. So this could be an important contest for him.
And right here, this is what Chuck Daly wants to see Isaiah do more of. Not only look for his shot, but find the open man, and that's John Sally for the easy 2.
Vinnie Johnson and James Edwards have come in the game for the Detroit Pistons, who like to go to their bench 9 deep. It's worked for him so far. There's Vinnie Johnson, who sizzled in game 1 and then fizzled in game number 2. And Edwards, who originally was a Laker, presenting some strength inside. We're at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. Dick Stockton and Bill Cunningham, game 3 of the NBA Finals. We're tied 1-1, and the Lakers have a slim lead right now. Vinnie Johnson will be guarding Magic.
So far, the Lakers, when the double team has come, their spacing is so good. Not too far away from each other, not too close so they can make that easy pass and get the good shot.
Worthy shooting over Sally. Rebound by Thomas. Worthy has to shoot over a 6'11" frame. Thomas scoops it up. Knocked away. Michael Thompson's also in the game for the Lakers. Pistons keep possession.
Now, it's a very delicate thing for Isaiah to be too aggressive and just take too much control of this game and take his teammates out of the play.
That's always been something to watch on the Detroit side. Meanwhile, the second illegal defense has been called against the Lakers, and that will be a technical foul against L.A. And Detroit, Dantley will shoot.
You know, the beauty of the playoffs is to see the adjustments and the change of style. You know, in baseball, you have different pitchers during the course of the World Series. Here you see a different tempo in this ball game. You see a more aggressive Piston team, but you also see a much better L.A. Laker team at the offensive end of the court.
Kareem, you see on the bench, scored 4 points. Michael Thompson replaces him, and the Lakers really have not gotten much out of that center position offense.
No, and it's something that they're going to need before it's all over.
Thomas off the glass, a set play to John Sally. That's on the chalkboard.
Well, it was set play for him to catch it before it hit the board, but they'll take it any way they can.
21-21 the score as the Pistons tie it up. Detroit is on a 9-2 run. There's supposed to be an alley-oop, but this is the second best.
That's right, Dick. He was supposed to catch this ball before it hits the board, but hey, why not? They'll take a good little luck here. Never hurts.
Notice the way Isaiah just got it off the glass, just at the angle John wanted. Huh?
Perfect. I wonder if he gets an assist or a shot attempt.
Worthy lost it. Sally for Thomas. Scott is back. No one has control, it seems, out there.
Well, I think it's so hot out here, might be some perspiration on the basketball.
Pistons can take their first lead of the ball game with 1:38 remaining in the first period. Crowd ready to explode. Dantley. No explosion yet. The rebound Worthy. Lakers were up by 7. The Pistons have chewed that out. And Scott couldn't hold it. Turnover, and Chuck Daly. Look at both coaches, both urging on their clubs at the same time.
Oh, boy, they'll be sopping wet when this game is over.
Again, Detroit with a chance to take the lead. They're first. Edwards, defended by Michael Thompson. He loses it to Cooper.
Well, we're seeing a stretch of sloppy basketball.
Scott on the baseline. Tally the rebound with under a minute to go in the first. Sally spins. Dantley. Michael Thompson and Cooper combine to make the block on Dantley. Worthy lays it in, and so the Pistons, with 2 chances to take a lead, can't do it.
Well, we've seen 3 situations now where the centers, Thompson and Jabbar, have either blocked the shot or have caused the player to alter his shot, so they're being a factor at the defensive end.
11 on the shot clock and 27 in the period remaining. Cooper hasn't allowed Benny Johnson to get a shot off, and when he does, it's an air ball. Dantley saves it to Worthy, and the 24-second clock elapsed.
Now here's the missed shot. Dantley battles for the inside position, but Michael Thompson goes up and gets a piece of it.
AC Green back in for the Lakers, and Dennis Rodman has come in for the Pistons. He has made his mark defensively, and even with 12 points in the last game. And a threat, he's guarding Worthy. 7 on the clock remaining in the period. They'll call Rodman with the foul. Non-shooting foul with 5 seconds to go.
First in the last 2 minutes.
Well, Chuck Daly was very upset about that last call. He felt that Dennis Rodman had the position on Worthy.
And pleading his case is Chuck Daly. 4 seconds to go. A 3-point shot by Cooper misses. Sally the rebound, and that'll do it for 1. It was all Lakers. But their 7-point lead is down to 2 as we've completed 1 in a raucous Silverdome in Pontiac.
Coverage of the 1988 NBA Finals is sponsored
For history in game number 3, the Lakers lead the Pistons 23-21 as we welcome you back to CBS Sports exclusive coverage of the NBA Finals. There's the shooting. Both teams are under 50%. Detroit has done the job inside. They've outscored the Lakers by 10, and it is exceedingly hot and stuffy in here. 90 degrees right now with the sun shining.
And it'll get warmer.
Start the second period. The Pistons trying to tie it up. They did not have a lead in the first quarter. Isaiah Thomas hits the shot, and he's got 6 points in the game. The Lakers scored only 1 field goal in the last 6 minutes of the first period.
So we're seeing a different style from both teams, but we're still seeing the defense holding on.
Michael Thompson goes baseline against Edwards, cuts him off. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson way off the mark. Worthy blocked by Sally. Lost it, and the 24-second clock expired.
Now with this lineup in the game for Detroit, with Rodman and Sally in, we know we have a very quick, aggressive front line, a group that can really get out and fill the lanes in fast-breaking opportunities.
And this is the group that worries Pat Riley the most. He feels that his starters can handle Detroit's starters, but when they start bringing in the likes of Vinnie Johnson and Rodman and Sally, it's another story.
And also with this heat in this building, we're seeing the trap right now. It might be even more of a factor.
Edwards, who had a fine first game, not so the second, missed a wide open shot. Lakers trying to regain the lead. Michael Thompson remains in for Kareem. He has struggled, and the Lakers concerned about his play. Blocked by Sally, coming down in the hands of Vinnie Johnson. 4-on-2. Sally. Pistons lead for the first time.
What a play by John Sally, blocking the shot at one end. Pat Riley trying to get Michael Thompson involved in the offense, and again he fails. John Sally blocking it, getting out and filling the lane for an easy two.
Probably why they call him Spider.
Yep, we got a spider and a worm out there at the forward position for Detroit.
Worthy working against Rodman, and illegal defense against Detroit. That's the first. Bill Laimbeer will come back into the ball game, and Sally should get a hand as he leaves. 6 points and 3 rebounds, plus a couple of blocks tacked on to John Sally's performance.
You might wonder why that substitution. Chuck Daly is very concerned with the trap, and when Laimbeer is on the court, the Lakers will not trap.
Green lays it in. And in fact, Laimbeer would like to play the whole game against the trap, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he told Chuck Daly, he said, I can hit that jump shot or I'll find the open man. John Sally is not a good perimeter shooter.
Rodman, triple team. Thomas is fouled going in. And that'll be the foul against Magic Johnson and a timeout. On this Sunday in downtown Detroit, there is a German festival going on. Here in Pontiac, we have a championship festival, NBA variety. Rob Lowe, one of many celebrities. Here's a guy that came from the West Coast and was mobbed before the game. They're not used to seeing him here. Thomas Hitman Hearn suffered a defeat to Ivan Barkley last week.
He's a great fan of the Pistons. He's always out here, and the other celebrities we've seen are the Laker fans.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has come back in the game for the Lakers, so Kareem and Michael Thompson are in there at the same time.
Now what we're seeing is Pat Riley responding to what Chuck Daly did, putting his big front line in there. Now we're seeing the Lakers put their biggest team on the court.
Normally, Chuck Daly has substituted with quickness whenever he's seen the big team in there. As Worthy goes out, he has scored 8 points to lead L.A. Detroit has a slight rebounding edge. Keep in mind that in the last 8 games the Pistons have played, the team that had the rebounding edge lost. Strange.
Don't ask me to figure that one out.
Thomas missed both, could have given the Pistons a 2-point lead. Now we're still tied. Kareem with the sky hook. He backed Edwards nicely in. Kareem has hit 3 out of 4 shots. Edwards shoots it coming down, doesn't he?
Shoots that coming down off the wrong foot, but it went in.
Again to Kareem.
The net is still up. Magic had to pull it down.
And a push on the missed shot. Abdul-Jabbar will go to the free throw line. James Edwards committed his second foul, the first Piston to pick up 2. And here is Kareem, only LA starter under 50% shooting in the playoffs. He hit 2 big hoops though down the stretch. for the Lakers in game number 2.
Yeah, wasn't it an interesting, tough situation coming out of a timeout in game 2? That was the big game in LA. They couldn't afford to come into this building down 2-0 and they go to the old man.
1 out of 2 for Abdul-Jabbar. LA by 1. They opened up a 7-point lead early in the first quarter before Detroit came back. Vinnie Johnson has tried just one shot. Rodman trapped, throws it into the hands of Cooper. Lakers defense very well there, and Michael Thompson lays it in, filling the lane beautifully.
Beautiful defense. They were swarming around Rodman, had no choice, and they ends up in an easy 2.
Let's see if that basket helps the confidence of Michael Thompson. They put together a tape to show him standing around and not being aggressive.
Isn't it funny? We're watching the big Laker lineup out there running.
Vinnie Johnson now 0 for 2. And the Lakers throw it away. So this game may be the sloppiest to this point that we have seen of the 3.
Now here what we're going to see is the Laker defense. Now Rodman, it appears, has got the man beat, but Jabbar again in the lane area, really helping out defensively. What happened there is Rodman left his feet, made a commitment. You've got to keep your feet on the floor.
John Sally and Joe Dumars both re-enter the game for the Pistons. Isaiah Thomas leaves, as does James Edwards. So the Pistons now with a quick group. Bill Laimbeer, Magic Johnson has Thompson on the right, Cooper on the left. Thompson, he's hit 2 in a row, and he has run the court well.
And a big problem now is Laimbeer. He's missed several open jump shots. At first, I thought he was a little hyper starting this ball game, but he can't miss those open ones.
The Lakers have run off 9-2 edge on the Pistons. Nearly 4 minutes elapsed in the second period.
Like the Dome. The finals only on CBS Sports.
Back at the Silver Dome, and time to check in with our man on the spot, Pat O'Brien. Patrick?
All right, Dick, thank you very much. They call the Silver Dome Isaiah's house, and things have been a little busy at Isaiah's house recently. This is Lynn Thomas, who is very pregnant. When's the baby due?
June 28th.
28th. Now, do you know if it's a boy or a girl? You want a boy or a girl?
It doesn't matter, and we don't know. We're just excited.
These are exciting times for you guys now.
Very exciting. Yeah. We're trying to get through these playoffs, and hopefully the baby will hold on.
This is excitement you can handle, though, right?
Oh, for sure.
You look great. Back down to Dick.
All right, Pat, thank you very much. That's what Isaiah Thomas has done so far, and you want to know there are many ways to keep cool here in the hot Silver Dome, Billy?
How come we don't have one?
We'll have to talk to our people, huh? Those fans look like they really make you ice cold in a hurry, don't they? Huh? Something like that. 5-point Laker lead. 4 minutes elapsed in the second period. Vinnie Johnson not been a factor offensively since coming in. Kareem in Sally's space. 4 on the shot clock. Vinnie Johnson's he couldn't hit from outside, so he did the next best thing.
Again, we see that penetration, and that's something I'm sure that Chuck Daly emphasizes at every timeout.
First basket for Vinnie Johnson. Not the kind he usually makes, but he'll take it. Laimbeer on Kareem. Great defense by Laimbeer.
And it's getting very physical underneath. We're seeing a lot of grabbing, holding, and we hope that the officials get control of this.
Sally sees an opening. And the Lakers leading by 3. Michael Thompson. And the Pistons. They're not giving up any offensive chances to the Lakers on first, second shots so far.
No, and it looks like the Lakers are getting a little fatigued out there, not looking to push the ball the way they did earlier in this game.
Swing it to Danley, challenges Kareem, and gets the basket. How many people can do that?
You know, he's 6'4 and a half, and his whole game is taking the ball to the basket.
The lead is 1 for LA. Danley leads with 9 points for Detroit. Worthy's 8 leads for the Lakers. He hasn't scored in this period. Thompson's blocked by Sally, and Sally slow getting up. Detroit looking for another lead. Vinnie Johnson, nothing doing. Michael Thompson playing a lot more aggressive, and Sally is limping. is limping. He is shaken up. Make no mistake.
Well, right now there's a mismatch also. Besides John Sally, we see Lambier. Okay, he's able to switch back to Michael Thompson.
Sally can't move out there. Magic goes to the hoop and draws the foul.
Detroit ball number 4.
And Sally will have to come out. Although we see Mahorn or Rodman and Thomas in.
Now here's John Sally, and he's just done such a great job and added this dimension to this Piston team. He just gets belted right in the chest, hit by a knee, someone steps on his foot, and he's tired besides all of that.
Michael Thompson stepped on his foot. Sally blocking his third shot of this first half. Magic with the free throws, and it's 34-31 Lakers. Under 6 minutes to go. And they'll call an LA foul. It'll be their second team foul. Teams are now 2-2 in the fouls.
Now watch this move to the baseline. Dantley, a former teammate of Kareem's, just ducks right under, able to score the hoop, looking for the foul as well.
Byron Scott checks in, and Kareem goes out of the game. He has scored 7 points. The foul was on AC Green, his second. Now they isolate Dantley and Green. Magic looking to double. Lambier hits from just inside the three-point line.
Now we see both teams going with the smaller lineup. Dennis Rodman playing at the strong forward position.
And now the Pistons call for their second illegal defense. So each team hit for 2, and it'll be a technical foul. Right now, here's Pat O'Brien.
All right, Dick, thank you. We just checked on the John Sally situation. He just rolled over on the ankle. He's going to be okay. They're going to put him back in the game shortly. The heat, by the way, is not a big factor here, but they're looking at it very carefully. It is warm down here, and they're waiting to see how that unfolds. Let's go back to Dick.
Billy, you think, as you mentioned earlier, the effects take place a little later from now, right?
Yeah, we'll see that in the fourth period, I think. And, you know, the Lakers, we know, will go with 7 players, and the 9 players that the Piston use. Is that going to be a factor going down the stretch?
35-33 in favor of the Lakers. Cooper to Worthy. Try to reverse it against Lambier and Rodman, and the Pistons can tie it up. Thomas, he gets it. High score at 35.
We see the outstanding defense by both teams once someone gets to the basket.
Magic comes back with a hook shot.
Well, you saw Isaiah do something at this end. I'm going to show my friend what I can do.
And he did. Thomas going in. Rebound Worthy, and here's Magic. Thomas shadowing him. And Magic Johnson has hit 2 in a row, and he has 9 points, 7 of them here in the second period.
Isn't it something to watch Magic Johnson? First period, he didn't get into the offense, was distributing the ball, getting everyone involved. Now he comes out and says, hey, we need a little offense. I'm going to go to that dimension.
Dumars trying to force the pass into Dantley, and it's still Pistons ball.
Here we see Isaiah Thomas reading the defense and just taking it strong to the hoop, beating Michael Cooper to the basket.
10 on the shot clock. Lambier, quick release. Tippy toe jumper by Lambier. He has 8 now in the game. Meanwhile, Magic, who has the ball, has scored the last 7 points for the Lakers, whose lead is 2. Urban to Green. Basket counts and a foul.
To AC Green.
Now, how did he find AC Green? Because the defense was rotating from the other side. You would have thought he'd be looking over to the weak side, but somehow he finds AC Green standing underneath. And there's the advantage of being 6'9" and a lead guard, being able to see over the defense.
Foul was on Lambier, his first. AC Green looking for the three-point play. Misses. Rodman clears. It's a 41-37 game. Detroit led only once. That was at 25-23. Loose ball. Thomas and Cooper go after it, and it's last touched, I think, by Cooper.
What hustle by both players going right up into the stands. Now watch this. Isaiah going after the ball and Michael Cooper, and they both go flying into the stands. Well, I don't know if I'd want those expensive seats.
I think you're safe around the 9th row.
And again, another angle.
Synchronized swimming, a new kind of an event, synchronized diving into the crowd or something. 41-37, 3:40 to go.
I'll give him a 5-5.
I think you're being pretty liberal there. Thomas trying to draw a foul, couldn't do it. Here comes Scott. And Laimbeer blocks Scott's shot.
Bill Laimbeer, not known for his quickness.
Open is Dumar.
It all started with Bill Laimbeer chasing Byron Scott down. I never thought he would have gotten there in time.
Green. And one thing we have seen when we saw Thomas and Cooper dive into the stands and the block shot by Laimbeer is that these players are going full out. Not that we expected anything less.
Well, Pat Riley said that his speech today was going to be, this is a championship game.
Dantley has it knocked away and a foul against the Lakers. It'll be their 3rd team foul on shooting.
Now here's Bill Laimbeer chasing Byron Scott down and blocking that shot. Some play.
You can hit it off the backboard then. That's not a trap. Good block.
We are back now with Detroit trailing the Lakers 43-39. Coming up at halftime, Mike Scott of Houston has a no-hitter against Atlanta, 1 out in the 8th inning. We'll update that. And we have as our special live guest, the fine head coach of the Utah Jazz, Frank Layden, will be here. And as Frank knows, all the awards have been given out in the NBA, but you may have missed this one, Best Dressed Coach. We'll have that announcement for you. Also, speaking of coaches, we've got a couple of developments around the league. We'll have those. And you know, Dick and Billy, Frank and I are saying that we think Kareem, he made a statement early in this game with his defense. Let's go back downstairs to Dick.
Well, you know, sooner or later, he may pick his spots, but he knows the spots to pick. And we saw him do it in Game 4 of the Jazz series, didn't we, Billy?
Yeah, we do it, and he's doing it in a little different way here, as well as offensively, as Brent said, at the defensive end of the court. If he hasn't blocked a shot, he's caused players to alter their shots.
Yesterday, when he was talking to the media, he was very frank about his shooting problems, and he talked about his early days growing up. I mean, I think he faced his problems head on and knew what he had to do.
Hey, the guy's played in this league 19 years. He's been through everything.
4-point Laker lead, nearly 2.5 to go in the first half.
Tough matchup for Magic Johnson playing against Dantley.
Thomas in the lane. Thomas to Laimbeer. Great alert play, not only by Thomas, Laimbeer going to the hoop.
And he found his teammate wide open, but the big thing is we're seeing the guards, especially Isaiah Thomas, looking to penetrate to the basket, creating some opportunities.
Byron Scott, rebound Dantley.
2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
43-41, 2 minutes to go in the half. The Lakers lead. 6 rebounds for Adrian Dantley. Unexpected source for boards. Steal by Worthy. He'll win the race. And Laimbeer blocks it again. This time AC Green has it. And scores, but Laimbeer hustled down court again and blocked another shot.
I can't believe he chased down Scott and now Worthy.
Green has 10 to lead the Lakers. Laimbeer, who's been magnificent defensively, has 10 to lead Detroit.
Isaiah and Cooper are really going at it inside.
Dumar, high off the glass. 45-43, LA.
That's one thing that'll drive Pat Riley crazy. He doesn't mind if they give up the jump shot from the perimeter, but he doesn't want to allow that penetration.
So he calls the quick 20-second timeout.
I think this is very rare for Bill Laimbeer, seeing him do this, blocking shots. Well, this was one of the reasons that the Pistons drafted John Sally and Dennis Rodman last year.
So you think that the strained left arch of Bill Laimbeer has improved?
It sure has. Now, when you talk about the playoffs, and if you're going to have any chance to win the World Championship, you need hustle like this and unselfishness, as we see from Isaiah Thomas.
And this series heating up will continue on Tuesday night. for Game 4. We'll be with you at 9 o'clock Eastern Time back here at the Silverdome. As you know, Games 3, 4, and 5 are here at the Silverdome.
In Game 2, in the first half, the Pistons were not able to penetrate, or no guard penetrated the defense of the Lakers, not one in the first half, and we've seen them do it on a pretty consistent basis in this first half.
Under a minute to play in the first half. Kareem. Rodman with the rebound. Detroit can tie. Thomas and Dumars with Rodman, Dantley, and Lane Beer.
They'll look for Dumars coming off the baseline.
They got him. Good defense by the Lakers. They stopped it cold. 4 seconds on the shot clock, and Dantley gets the basket and the foul.
Look at Chuck Daly on the sideline.
It's got to be frustrating for the Lakers. I thought they played that perfectly most of the time.
Look at the hustle. Byron Scott fighting through the screens. The Cooper coming over to help. Kareem. And now they just swarm all over Isaiah, but good patience. That's the key word. And also being aggressive at the same time the Pistons are able to score.
Adrian Dantley with 11 points. He has foiled the Laker defense at every turn thus far. Kareem with his first foul.
And I'll tell you right now what Pat Riley will be discussing at halftime. Stopping the penetration of the Pistons. It's just killing them, even though they're down by 1 point. If they weren't doing this, they'd have a nice lead against the Pistons.
10 on the shot clock. There's about a 2-second differential. Pistons with their second lead of the game. Doesn't last long as Magic Johnson hits to give the Lakers a 1-point lead. And now Daly wants a 20-second timeout. 6 seconds to go, and they'll set up the last play, which they hope will give them a halftime lead. They've gone over 1 million in attendance, the first NBA franchise ever to do it. And I'm sure before it's all over, we'll beat the all-time playoff crowd of 40,172. Why wouldn't they be out here? Because they want to see if the Pistons can stop the Lakers from being the first team to repeat in 19 years. Not too many teams in any sport win back-to-back titles, do they?
No, not very often. It's just, I think, a little so demanding mentally, more so than physically, to get yourself back up to that level.
Shows you the size of the Silverdome, because in back of those blue curtains, that's where the football Detroit Lions play. 4 seconds in, lead with a 1-point lead. That's the end of the first half. It's 47-46. And Brent Musburger will be back with the Prudential at the half after this message.
Now the final chapter, students, in Bosworth.
And Mike Scott is working on a no-hitter. Oberkfell steps in. This is the first pitch from Scott. At least 4 pitchers have lost no-hitters in the ninth. Oberkfell lines a shot, and there's the base hit. Scott closes out the game and wins it 5-0, but he loses what would have been his second no-hitter with 2 out in the 9th inning. Let's go downstairs to Dick Stockton. Dick.
All right, Brent, thank you very much. And I'm sure Chuck Daly will be interested in that after he has a chance to weigh what this game is all about. Only 2 leads for the Pistons in this game. One was right before the Lakers scored the last basket. Pat O'Brien talked with Chuck Daly in the runway just a few moments ago.
Coach, you're playing offensively well, defensively well, but you're down a point.
Well, that's not all that bad. They shot very well early in the game. I think it's going to be a test of wills. It's very, very humid out there. We got to keep throwing people at them, and it's just work ethic.
Yeah, talk to me about the fatigue factor now and the heat.
Well, it's of concern. I could see it in the faces of our guys, and I could see it in the faces of our guys. And it's going to be basically who wants it the most. I told our guys at half, let's play it as the last half of the 7th game.
All right, we'll talk to you. See you later.
Thank you.
Billy, is there any way of determining to this point who wants it the most after half of the game?
No, I thought both teams played as aggressive basketball I've seen through this playoffs. I thought Game 1, the Pistons were the aggressive team. Game 2, we saw the Lakers taking control with aggressiveness. Today, both teams are playing their game.
What do you think could turn a game like this?
I think turnovers will be a factor. Both teams are just handling the ball so well throughout this series. If one team starts turning it over, there'll be easy baskets at the other end for the other team.
Underway in the 3rd quarter. 47-46 in favor of the Lakers. Beer goes down low to Mahorn, and a foul against A.C. Green. Let's see. No, it's Kareem with his second personal foul. No one in any real foul trouble in this game. Halftime statistics, both teams just about 50%. Green has been hot. Guards shooting well for the Lakers, not so well for the Pistons, so they continue to struggle in that department. Isaiah Thomas misses his first shot of the second half. Magic Johnson with 11 leads L.A. Danley with 10 is the high point man for the Pistons. Report on John Sally. He has a mild sprained ankle, and they're retaping it. Pick and roll Worthy with the basket. Good pass.
Well, what happened if we saw the Pistons trying to double team trap Magic? Worthy read it, easy two.
So Sally not out on the bench. They're working on him in the trainer's room. Magic has 10 assists already in this game. Mahorn misses the rebound by Scott. Magic has led the Lakers in assists in all of their playoff games this year.
Well, he's the leading assist man in the history of the NBA playoffs.
Now John Sally is on the bench. He's come back. They had Mahorn and Laimbeer, and Mahorn picks up the foul. He had an outstanding game too, but he came out early in this one and has yet to score.
And he's only scored double figures in one of 13 playoff games so far.
Scott over Thomas. Thomas played it well, and Danley with another rebound. Danley has 7 to lead everyone in this game.
Well, the defense by both teams has been outstanding on the inside. An example, the Lakers in the regular season usually shoot around 50%. This series, 31% inside the paint.
Wow. Dumar's high arcing shot. Kareem the rebound. 2 minutes gone by. Lakers are up by 3. They find Worthy inside, and Worthy is fouled.
And to start this period, we're seeing only one inside play. Mahorn looking to go to the basket, but we're seeing the Pistons shooting that perimeter jump shot. They're not looking to penetrate to the basket.
John Sally will check in. He scored 6 points and had 5 rebounds in only 12 minutes. And James Worthy is on the free throw line. These teams, of course, play twice a year, and in the game here at the Silverdome this season, the Lakers won 106-104 in a grueling game. Lakers sweeping the series. That was months ago. Lakers lead by 5 now. Their biggest lead was 7 early in the game.
Pistons need something going to the basket.
They're having trouble finding an offense, it seems. Dumars. This is the baseline shot. Kareem with an outlet, and it's a 2-on-1 break. Scott and Worthy. And the Lakers have opened it up 53-46. Timeout Detroit, and the biggest lead has been matched here by the Lakers.
And that's what defense can do, lead to easy fast break baskets.
The Lakers have scored all the points so far in this third period as we welcome you back to the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. The attendance today, 38,199. It is not the all-time playoff record, but a pretty good drawing nonetheless. Dick Stockton and Bill Cunningham as the Lakers trying to take a 2-1 lead on the road against the Pistons, who have yet to hit a basket. They're 0 for 4 so far in the third period, and all 6 Laker points have been scored by James Worthy, who leads with 14.
But it's been the aggressiveness of this Laker team at the defensive end of the court. They've just come out of the locker room and said, hey, we're going to stop the penetration of this Piston ball club, and they've done it so far.
No call as Laimbeer falls down. No foul or traveling. Sally working inside, hard off the glass. Here's Scott, 3-on-1 break LA, and Worthy and the foul. So the Lakers continue to run.
Isn't that beautiful when they get out of that fast break? Magic Johnson in the middle, Scott on one wing and Worthy on the other. And they just don't make mistakes when they get in that situation. They're either going to get fouled or they're going to get the easy basket. Here's the good defensive rebound, and that's what starts the whole thing. And they get the ball to Magic, who does it better than anyone that's ever played this game.
Worthy makes the first free throw. And to show you the big edge it's been, the Pistons have only gone to the line 4 times in this game, hitting 2 of them. And now I think Detroit trailing by 9 points, 55-46. If they want to keep the Lakers from extending this game and getting away from them, this is a crucial few minutes, I think.
It sure is. They've got to take a deep breath and just go at another level, because right now the Lakers are playing with more intensity than they did the first half.
Thomas off the glass. There's a start for Detroit. Keep in mind, if the Lakers win this first of 3 here at the Silverdome, that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the Pistons to have to win the next 2, really. Otherwise, they've got to win 1 more in L.A.
That's right. We know how tough it is to beat the Lakers, especially if there's a Game 7 at the Forum.
They call Green for the travel. James Edwards checking in. Bill Laimbeer goes out for Detroit. Edwards had that big first game of the series, hasn't done much since.
Well, probably in there because they need something on the inside. They've been settling for that perimeter jump shot, except for we see Isaiah penetrating to the basket.
Edwards with a familiar shot of his. Rebound Worthy, and the Lakers are tremendously aggressive off the defensive glass and getting down quick. Pushed by Edwards. That'll be the 14th foul against the Pistons with a lot of time. 8:09 remaining in the third. The next foul will be the penalty.
Here's the post up. We've seen a lot more than that in this game so far.
Edwards' 3rd foul. Scott. Byron Scott with 9 points. 57-48. The Lakers lead by 9. They're playing their best basketball right now.
Doing everything right.
Now Worthy helps Green on Dantley. Pistons are not swinging the ball effectively enough because the Lakers' defense is there. Edwards, and the ball dropped through. It was James Edwards with the hoop.
That time Isaiah should have been ready for the pass to take the shot. Look at this.
Kareem fouled by John Sally. And Kareem goes over and pats Sally on the back. Good effort.
Yeah, but good effort, but who's playing him? We see Edwards pointing to Sally. Who's playing Kareem? Just shouldn't happen in a game like this. When Edwards comes in the ball game, he should communicate with who is he playing, and I'm sure he'll be playing Jabbar.
Sally's foul is 2nd, and already the Pistons in the penalty. Kareem thus far with 8 points and 5 rebounds. Been a big factor for the Lakers, especially that first basket of the game.
Yeah, he doesn't have the ability now to do it every night, but in a big game, you know, he comes out and he establishes something for this team, and that's that inside power game.
Lakers by 9 in their biggest lead. Thomas with a runner. Isaiah Thomas with 12. He and Dantley lead the Pistons.
Yeah, but there's no flow offensively for the Pistons. They're standing around and watching each other.
Under 7 minutes remaining in the third. Magic found Worthy through 8 or 9 players.
How did he find that man?
Couldn't have been 9. We'd have too many men.
It looked that way. I don't know how he just threaded the needle.
18 for James Worthy. Big game for Worthy. Edwards has it slapped away. Recovered and got the basket. (61-54). Dumars, who's had to work very hard in the playoffs against a lot of great players like Michael Jordan and Magic, to name 2. Worthy. This is the turnaround. Thomas. He's got Dumars and Sally on the wing. But he'll draw the foul himself.
Now here's Magic Johnson. Joe Dumars not fighting over the screen. He's got to get over the top of the screen. That allows Magic to see the open court. Well, not very open right there, and find Worthy. What happened there is the defensive players did not know where did not know where his man was and where the basketball was.
Magic Johnson with a second foul. Goes in for Thomas. By the way, Magic Johnson's dad, Irvin Sr., has never seen him play in the NBA Finals until today. He doesn't fly, so this has got to be a great treat for Mr. Johnson.
And I'm sure Magic has plans to really show his father a great performance from his son.
Both free throws by Thomas, 5-point lead. Rodman in the game, and Scott lays it up.
Well, we're seeing that the Lakers have found the key, whatever it might be, to breaking down this Piston defense in this third period.
Magic on the steal. Lead pass to Green. Thomas and Dantley were there, and Isaiah Thomas committed the foul for the Pistons. And right now, Detroit trying to keep from unraveling just a little bit. They're within 7. Vinnie Johnson is in. They're looking for offense, and Dantley is out.
Well, what they need is defense right now, because the Lakers are just finding either easy open jump shots or layups going to the basket. Just hard to believe the difference in these two teams from the first half to the second half.
Yeah, Dumars, the defensive specialist, goes out, and Vinnie Johnson comes in. Maybe he's tired.
Well, maybe he's tired, but Chuck Kelly has got to find something to get his team going at this point, because right now they're completely out of sync.
Points for AC Green. (65-56), matching the biggest lead for the Lakers. 9. Thomas from Sally, tipped up by Rodman. Dennis Rodman, tremendous offensive rebounder for his position. Magic finds Worthy, and Worthy scores. Crowd saw Sally hit the deck and wanted a foul. Worthy now with 20 points. He had 26 in game 2. Under 5 minutes to go in the third. It's been all LA here. Edwards. Kareem the rebound. Green. And the Lakers are beating the Pistons both ways.
The Lakers are making a statement right now that they plan on repeating as world champions.
They're playing like that. Biggest lead of the game for LA. 11. Timeout. There's more going on than just NBA Finals at the Pontiac Silverdome, as we'll learn from Pat O'Brien. Pat?
Well, Dick, as you know, there was a little bit of a controversy here in that the monsters of rock and roll, including Van Halen, Metallica, Scorpions, were also booked in this arena next week. The Silverdome apparently didn't believe the Pistons would be in the finals, and so they had sort of a court battle going on, but everything worked out. Both shows will go on. This is the set for Eddie Van Halen, Sammy Hagar, and you thought we carried a lot of equipment around. Anyway, you cannot see the game from over here, but I've got a heck of a seat for the concert. Go back to Dick.
Irvin Johnson Sr. in the white hat. He went to Everett High School in Lansing, a great star at Michigan State. This is his longest basketball stint back here in the Michigan area. He says, since his college days, he says, I know I'm the enemy, though.
Number 15, Vinnie Johnson.
But that's all right.
In the Detroit Lotto.
He's a friendly enemy. Vinnie Johnson in the game. Let's see what he does with Dumars on the bench. Detroit shooting 38% this quarter. LA nearly 80%. Johnson throws up the air ball. If he doesn't get going early, Vinnie Johnson, he loses some confidence with that shot.
Yeah, what we see is, first of all, Rodman is now matched up against Magic Johnson, but offensively, Chuck Daly is going to the passing game, trying to get some movement, trying to get their team back in sync.
Down by 11. Kareem with a sky hook, and it's 13 points, 71-58, nearly 4 minutes remaining in the third. Right now, the Lakers are outclassing the Pistons, and they've quieted this crowd of 38,000 plus. 9 on the clock. Thomas. And a loose ball foul. Called against Detroit. And it's Sally's third foul, but right now it looks like it's Isaiah Thomas with the outside shot, very little else, and that's a trap that the Pistons get into every now and then.
I think you got to take your hat off to the defense the Lakers are playing right now. They're just in sync out there. They're not allowing that penetration. Isaiah looked at penetrate and had to pull up for the jump shot, and everybody is standing around. No one's moving. No one's cutting to the basket.
Danley comes back for the Pistons. Sally goes out with 3 fouls. He had a good first half. Suffered a mild sprained ankle, and he sits down. Kareem trying to make one of these 2 free throws.
One thing in game 2, this Piston team, several times it appeared the Lakers were ready to blow them out of the building, but they showed the ability to come back, and that was a heck of a ball game until the last minute and 30 seconds.
Johnson still struggles, 1 for 6 from the field.
You saw him hesitate on the jump shot. Should have caught it and went right up for the shot.
Magic Johnson goes all the way in and is fouled. Pistons have been in the penalty for quite some time, and Irvin will go to the line.
Detroit ball, number 45, Adrian.
Danley's second personal. Michael Cooper comes in, and Kareem goes out. Kareem with 11 points and 6 rebounds has had a big game for the Lakers.
Well, when you see your captain and the respect that he has for all his teammates come out and get things started as he did in this ball game, that carries over to this whole team. And then if you have Magic Johnson, wow.
All 5 Lakers starters are in double figures. They only have 4 points from their bench, but that doesn't seem to mean much right now, does it?
Now, a couple of things. This Chuck Daly, if they get something going offensively, look to trap, try to get his team on track.
Scott is on Vinnie Johnson. Thomas. Isaiah Thomas. He's got 16 to top the Pistons. He's led them in scoring only once in the last 6 games. And Magic finds Worthy, and Rodman blocks it out of bounds.
A lot of contact on that move. Rodman got the basketball, but does he get Worthy down low? Let's take a look. Yeah, a lot of contact.
11 seconds for the Lakers to attempt a shot. Worthy. Rodman the rebound. Vinnie Johnson. Thomas. Tries to draw the foul. Rodman is there. Vinnie Johnson. Loose ball won by Cooper. 72-60. A 12-point lead. Lakers looking to match their biggest of the game. Scott loses it. Thomas on the right wing for Vinnie Johnson. Well, the Lakers doubled up on Danley beautifully.
Yeah, just it was a 3-on-2, and they got back and stopped the break.
Vinnie Johnson scores. Pat Riley wants a timeout. The lead is down to 10. 2:08 to go. Front court scoring here in the second half. First time in the 31-year history of the Detroit Pistons that they are in the NBA Finals. And they're enjoying themselves, the fans are, despite the fact that the scoreboard says otherwise.
The reward is offered. Please take security section 125. This beeper is very important. If anyone is found, Dr. Edward Roberts beeper.
Lakers bring out Scott, Magic Johnson, Worthy, Green, and Cooper. Small, quick team. The Pistons,
which could cause some problems for the Pistons because Bill Laimbeer, he'll have to match up against A.C. Green, and we know he's a lot quicker than Laimbeer.
Magic over Vinnie Johnson, and a big basket for Irvin Johnson.
Oh, right there we see the defense is not reacting well because they're looking to double team Magic anytime he takes that ball in the dribble down low.
74-62, 1:45 remaining in the third. And Thomas throws it away into Magic Johnson's hands. He finds Green, and Magic is playing a magnificent game for the Lakers, and he's just one of the cast this time.
And there's the problem Bill Laimbeer has. He just cannot beat AC Green or stay with him up and down the court.
Matching the biggest lead of the game for the Lakers. They trap Johnson now. Vinny, that is. 7 on the shot clock. Rodman, rare jump shot for him. Rebound Magic. Here's Cooper. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Nearly a minute to go in the third.
3 seconds.
Scott. Thomas the rebound.
They did everything right but didn't score.
Thomas and the goaltender credits the basket to Isaiah Thomas.
Now watch Magic coming down the court, and you see his head up. He's surveying the whole court, and there it is. He finds the open man, AC Green.
45 seconds remaining and 14 on the shot clock in the third period. Magic finds Green. Basket counts and a foul. The Pistons are claiming he walked before the shot, or was up and down on a violation. Rodman's foul.
Now what you want to watch is right here. We'll see Bill Laimbeer come over to double team AC Green. All he does is go to the basket.
Looked like he went up and down.
Yeah, couldn't tell though if he had that left foot possibly on the floor.
No matter, the Lakers have it with a new clock, leading by 14. Basket will give them their largest lead as they've extended it here in this third quarter in a big way.
They've outscored them by 13 in this period. You're right.
Cooper misses a three. Reminiscent of the third quarters in the regular season when the Lakers outscored the Pistons by 17. Air ball, Vinnie Johnson way off the mark, and that'll do it in the third period. And that's the end of the third period as the Lakers have run away right now from the Pistons. And we'll return to the Silverdome after this message and a word from your local station. NBA Finals continues. The Lakers and the Pistons. Crowd getting behind the Pistons, who need a big boost here, trailing 78-64 after 3. Cooper, Byron Scott at guard. AC Green, Michael Thompson, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar up front. Detroit has Vinnie Johnson and Isaiah Thomas in the back line. It's Rodman, Laimbeer, and Danley up front.
If the Pistons are going to make the run, they have to do it now with Magic on the bench, with good defensive full court pressure.
Scott has it knocked away. Still Lakers ball, but 5 seconds on the shot clock. Tipped away by Johnson out of bounds, and 5 seconds for the Lakers to try a shot. You know, Bill, the Pistons have not allowed their opposition to shoot better than 50% in 14 straight games. But the Lakers right now are shooting a whopping 53% from the field.
And the reason is their defense. They've been able to get out and transition and show why they are such a great team running the ball.
Stolen by Rodman, lead pass Danley, Vinnie Johnson. Lakers right back. They're starting 5 in double figures, but Cooper and Thompson from the bench are in there now. Cooper from the baseline with his first points of the game.
And that's a big hoop for not only Michael Cooper, for the Lakers to just allow Magic to stay on the bench and get a little rest.
Vinnie Johnson short, Laimbeer follow up, no good. Kareem. Tiger inside defensively, rebounding wise. Green stripped away by Thomas. It's a 3-on-1 now. Danley. Thomas puts it up.
Well, there was goaltending on that play.
Pat Riley wants his team to get back and push it up. Keep the pressure on the Pistons.
I don't understand why Vinnie Johnson isn't out there pressuring Cooper. He's got to get up on him and force Cooper to handle the ball a little bit more with his left hand.
5 on the shot clock for the Lakers. Scott, and the 24-second clock expires.
Do you think the Lakers missed Magic Johnson?
Pat Riley is screaming at his team. He said, come on, look up at the clock, see where we are. Green goes out of the game, and Worthy comes back in for L.A. 80-68. Pistons have made up only 2 points with all of that so far in this early fourth period. Nearly 2 minutes going by. Danley can't draw the foul. Now he does. Nope, we're going to have a jump ball.
Well, I don't know how the official Earl Strom was able to call that because he was blocked out by a maze of players between he and the ball.
Danley will jump for the Pistons.
Okay, there's a good play. No good, no call. Now the official is to the right.
We're going to jump it again, Kareem and Danley. We couldn't tell from that view.
No.
I think Earl has X-ray vision.
Hey, Earl Strom, he's officiated more games in the World Championship than anybody ever.
One of the best ever, too.
No question about that. Was voted by the players as the best official in the NBA.
Byron Scott. Lambeer into Danley's hands, and Danley throws it away into Cooper's. These turnovers are backbreakers, even though they're early in the fourth period for the Pistons. They need something quick. Kareem thinks it should be a goaltend, that it was trapped against the glass, but Lambeer was called for the foul first, his second person.
Now here's Lambeer going for the basketball. Let's see if the ball is pinned to the basket.
Looks like it is.
It sure does.
Somebody once said there are only 2 good plays, South Pacific and put the ball in the basket. And look what the Lakers are doing and what the Pistons are not doing, Bill.
Just filling it up. And the reason they're shooting 60% is they've been able to get their fast break going. Get the ball off the glass and outnumber the Pistons in fast breaking opportunities.
Up till now, the Pistons, with their great defense, have limited their opposition into the 40s. But they're playing the Lakers, and Magic Johnson has come back in the ball game. He did not start this fourth quarter, so in about 2.5 minutes, the Lakers have lost just 2 points off of their lead. Kareem misses from the line. The only thing he's not doing well today is free throw shooting. He's 3 for 7. He's got one, though. 81-68, 13-point lead. Michael Thompson picks up Thomas on the switch. Rodman. And here come the Lakers. Fact is, the Pistons don't have enough offensive firepower out there. Magic Johnson hits. 2-point basket, so he comes back and immediately has an impact. 16 on 6 for 7 shooting.
And that's why, Dick, when you said the double team, when Isaiah came off there, throwing it to Rodman, he has no offense.
Lambeer loses it out of bounds, and the Pistons in a heap of trouble here in the fourth quarter.
This is where they have to take a deep breath and show some poise and be able to battle back, because this could be devastating to this ball club. Chuck Daly would have to do a lot of work to build their confidence up.
Pick and roll, and the ball was thrown away. No foul call. It has been a lot more of a physical game than we saw in the first 2.
Well, 2 things. More physical, and we're seeing the running game, especially from the Lakers.
Sally with a jumper. Rodman follows up and gets the basket. But we're seeing a lot of the Pistons taking shots they don't normally take.
And right now, that's where Dennis Rodman is so effective offensively, on the boards. Not shooting running one-handers, or John Sally shooting the jump shots.
Rodman, who has 10 rebounds in the game, has just picked up his 3rd personal.
Now here's Rodman out there trying to hound Magic Johnson, using his body, being very physical against him. And right here, he picks up the foul.
Second team foul on Detroit. Worthy. Cooper. Sally and Rodman go after it. Sally winds up. 4 minutes gone by. Fourth quarter, plenty of time, but the Lakers give no indication they're weakening.
He kicked it.
And it'll be Pistons ball.
Again, we see the defense of the Lakers. Penetration, but now they're rotating well down, helping each other.
Not necessarily a weather forecast, but it seems to have gotten cooler in here.
Well, the fans are just not into the game at this point. That's a reason.
Sally again trying to jumper, and Rodman is there. He misses this time. 83-70, 7:40 to go. Sun is diminished, and I think that the Lakers, if they were a little fatigued, can't be right now, and I'm not sure they were anyway.
I don't think they were.
Three on the shot clock for the Lakers. Worthy, air ball, and the 24-second buzzer. Now Detroit continues it up. Dantley hits the ball away, and it's an 11-point game.
Now with this lineup that the Pistons have in there, Dennis Rodman is playing the 2 spot, the off-guard position.
Steal, Thomas in trouble. He's trapped. And a timeout smartly called by Isaiah Thomas.
Could you believe no Piston came to give any help? There were 3 Pistons on the other side of the half-court line.
It's a full timeout. I'm surprised at this. He nearly turned it over, and it wouldn't have been his fault.
Yeah, he comes in and makes the great steal, but there's no Piston coming to give him any help. Saying, hey, but he does walk, as you'll notice how he'll move his pivot foot.
Well, there's the Laker bench. Michael Thompson and Cooper, they did their job, didn't they? Ryan is inside the dressing room, and a lot of goodies around you, Pat, huh?
That's right, Dick. As a matter of fact, when the Lakers come back from the game, they'll come to they'll come to this dressing room, and Mrs. Johnson, Christine Johnson, who has a tradition of preparing food for the players.
Yes, I wanted to do it on Thursday, but Irvin insisted I do it today.
You wanted it on Sunday. Run us down the menu now. So, by the way, the chicken is awesome, but run us down the menu.
Okay, we have fried chicken, potato salad, that's a tossed salad, and that's a pasta salad, homemade rolls, cake, and potato pies.
Looks good. Magic loves Mom's cooking, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He demands it. Nothing like Mother's cooking. I can see the guys in the truck salivating already. Let's go back to Dick.
All right, Pat, thank you very much. And there's Irvin Sr. and Jr. Sweet potato pie is one of the staples that Christine Johnson makes. And after he had his problems with the flu and many trips to the restroom, he said, sweet potato pie is one thing I can eat that my mom will make for us.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. You know, if there's one stat that tells the story of this second half, is the foul line. Lakers are 15 for 22 from the foul line. The Pistons, 2 for 4.
83-72, Lambeer. This is long. Sally tries to save it, and it's off of Rodman.
Los Angeles ball.
So the Lakers take over with 6:45 to go.
Number 45, AC Green checks into the Lakers
Byron
lineup.
Scott and AC Green come in, and
Along with number 4,
going out, Cooper.
Byron Scott.
And Kareem goes out. Thomas in Scott's jersey knocks it away. Still Laker ball with 13 seconds. 6:34 to go in the fourth period. The lead is 11.
The key word for the Pistons, if they're going to get back in this ball game, is defense.
Scott out of bounds. Pistons ball. Now in the second half, Isaiah Thomas has scored 12 of Detroit's 26 points this half. Lambeer, Dumars, and Sally have not scored. Dantley has only 2.
And one of the reasons is that everyone else is standing around. They're not involved in the game. Isaiah's trying to get them involved, but nothing's happening.
Rodman. Took advantage of the fronting defense.
And this is a real gamble by Chuck Daly, putting Rodman at the 2-guard position.
And they'll call Danley for the push on Green. Third team foul against the Pistons.
Because with Rodman in the ballgame, they don't have that offensive power punch that they might have from Dumars or Vinnie Johnson.
It's a 9-point game, 83-74. Less than 6 minutes to play in the fourth period. AC Green, big basket for the Lakers. Pistons have scored 6 in a row. And if Detroit is going to make a run, now would seem to be the time. Their best if only.
Well, AC Green has made them pay for helping out off him.
Thomas on the drive. Isaiah with 22. 9 points again.
Well, the big guy is what AC Green is doing. He has 20 points in this ball game.
Shot clock. Sally with 3 fouls on Worthy. Scott hit hard. Sally came over. Let's see if he gets his fourth. No, it's Isaiah Thomas with his third. No one in any real foul trouble. In fact, no one in the game has as many as 4 personally.
At the line for the Lakers, shooting 2 of 4,
Byron Scott. Magic and Pat Riley. And Chuck Daly has been hit with 2 technical fouls and thrown out of the game. He's yelling about a 3-second call that he didn't get, and Daly has left the game. Ron Rothstein and Dick Versace will run the team.
Now this is really out of character for Chuck Daly, going out on the court and challenging an official. But what happened is he thought that last play there was a 3-second violation that was not called by the official.
Ron Rothstein, the man on the left, Dick Versace on the right. Sometimes, and you know this too, coaches like to get themselves kicked out, hoping that it'll light a spark under their team. What about now?
Well, I don't know if Chuck Daly would want to do that, but we'll see if that's an ingenious move or not. But Ronnie Rothstein now will be the head coach over there on the bench.
(79-76), so the lead is 13. Pistons had cut it down to 9. And Thomas and Michael Thompson collide inside. The foul is against Michael. The rest of the Lakers congratulate him because of his physical play inside. That's what they want from him.
That's what they need, and he can contribute in that way. He doesn't have to score all the time.
Amazingly enough, and this may be a testimony to the Pistons' style today, they've only attempted 7 free throws in the game.
Checks back in the Pistons lineup.
Dumars replaces Dantley.
Now that's only the 3rd time in Chuck Daly's coaching career here in Detroit that he's been thrown out of a game.
I'd like to know the results of those other 2 games.
Good point.
89-78, and the Pistons press full court. Magic goes around Rodman. Under 5 minutes to go.
I don't think Rodman can put a lot of pressure on Magic Johnson out on the court. He can stop him, though, from posting up.
James Worthy.
Worthy with a great move from Magic Johnson, and those 2 have been connecting all day.
You cut hard to the basket when Magic has the ball because he'll deliver it to you for 2.
22 for James Worthy, and a Laker foul will be their 3rd.
Los Angeles foul number 4, Byron Scott. He's married to team second.
Now there's Worthy just cutting to the basket and receiving that pass.
Scott committed the foul. And a technical foul has been issued against against Bill Laimbeer of the Pistons. So 3 technicals called against the Pistons, 2 against their coach Chuck Daly, who was ejected.
Frustration?
Looks that way.
Byron Scott.
And Byron Scott Scott will take the tee. To 78. Most unfortunate is the fact that fans without any sense are throwing things onto the floor. You don't know who's going to get hurt when you do that.
Isn't that the truth? And if they hit one of their own Pistons and they're out of the series, they'll feel pretty bad about that. They should feel bad about it if they hit anyone.
92 to 78. Scott gambling for the steal. Thomas misses a three. Magic the rebound. The Lakers overtook the Pistons in the third quarter of this game, and they haven't looked back since. Once again, Worthy gets free inside. Michael Thompson is fouled. Thomas hits the floor hard.
He hit it awfully hard. He couldn't get his hand out to cushion the blow when he hit the floor. He hit his hip. I'm sure he's knocked the wind out of himself at least that much.
Bill, how come James Worthy has gotten free inside to receive passes all game?
Well, what happens is they're setting the screen on the baseline. He flashes across the lane, as we'll see right here. No, we won't see that, but we'll see Isaiah Thomas. Oh, what a blow to the floor. But he just flashes across the lane, receiving a screen, and Magic has found him open underneath.
You've talked about some adjustments the Pistons had to make coming into this game. I think they have a whole laundry list of adjustments to make before Game 4.
Well, I think the big one is going to be the mental adjustment to this game, to realize that they saw the real Lakers in this third period and come out, and they better be ready to respond to that.
14-point lead under 4 minutes remaining. Thomas will go for three. And again, he misses. Laimbeer keeps it alive. Thomas has it blocked away, and a foul called against the Lakers. And Isaiah will shoot a pair.
Well, we're not seeing good poise right now by the Pistons. They're only down 14 points. And we have well over 3.5 minutes to play. A couple turnovers, things of that nature. They still have to continue to execute their offense.
Foul was on Worthy. Thomas with 25. So Isaiah into the 20s for the first time in this series. And a big second half, but it's a second half in which the Lakers have dominated. The lead is 12 with 3.5 to play.
You see Joe Dumars now matched up against A.C. Green.
With another great play. He's had him all kinds of great plays today, and he looks a lot sprier than we've seen in several series.
Two things we see: he's just too quick going to the middle against Rodman, and also the Lakers have not stopped executing their offense.
Laimbeer fires and misses a three. Worthy tips it to Magic. It's a 3-on-2 Laker break. Less than 3 minutes to play, and Isaiah strips him of the ball. And Worthy ties him up. Good play by James Worthy. There's a guy sitting on the bench, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who did his role today.
Now let's see if Worthy gets all ball. Looked like he got the ball.
Yep. We'll have a jump ball. Vinnie Johnson and Sally are in with Dumars, Laimbeer. Thomas will jump. Cooper, Scott, Magic, Green, and Worthy. Worthy jumped for the Lakers, who control the tip. 14-point lead for the Lakers. Pistons led on only 2 occasions today. Green is pushed. The last Detroit lead was 46-45 before the last basket of the first half gave the Lakers a 1-point lead. Who knew that at that time that would be the last time Detroit would enjoy the lead?
Not only that, enjoyed being in the ball game, because when they came out of the locker room, they weren't ready to play. The Lakers just moved it up another notch at the defensive end of the court.
Wes Matthews replaces Magic Johnson.
Matthews checks into the Lakers lineup.
So his return for an extended stay to his home state of Michigan is a success for him. But the crowd, well, they're Piston fans.
But they appreciate a great performance, and that's what they've seen today from Magic Johnson.
Speaking of performances, what about AC Green's 21 with 9 of 10 shooting? Thomas doesn't get the roll, but he'll shoot a couple with 2:25
Los Angeles foul, number 1, Wes Matthews. His first, the team's fourth. On the line for Detroit, shooting 2.
There's a man who got the job done in a big way today. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 12 points. He seems to get it done every game, Magic Johnson.
And sometimes I think we just take it for granted when we see an outstanding performance from him.
All 5 Lakers starters were in double figures. Right now led by Worthy's 22. Dennis Rodman replaces Bill Laimbeer. They didn't need their bench today, although actually Cooper and Michael Thompson, though they scored 6 points between them, contributed mightily, particularly to an aggressive defense.
Oh, did an outstanding job. You look at this Piston team, though, if they don't get a performance from either Joe Dumars or from Vinnie Johnson, who have just played poorly, and Joe Dumars has not been able to contain Magic Johnson through the first 3 games of the playoffs.
And he scored 6 today, so Dumars isn't doing much offensively either.
Scott.
97-82 as we wind down to 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes.
What must the Pistons do looking ahead to game number 4?
A couple things. Number 1, they have to be ready to come out and play 48 minutes of basketball, not 24. And they have to, somehow, Chuck Daly has to give them confidence that they can beat this Laker team.
Sally on the last basket. A sobering loss for Detroit. They'll have plenty to ponder after this one. Still Lakers ball, leading by 13 with 1:38 remaining.
Don't forget game 1. We all were shocked in the way the Pistons were able to handle the Lakers. And it's just one ball game.
That's true. Everyone will jump on the bandwagon, you know, after this one. Dumars gets the hoop too little too late for Joe. But the fact is, Detroit really needs to win the next 2 games at home. Otherwise, their work is really cut out.
I just don't see anybody beating the Lakers 3 out of 4 games in the Forum.
Worthy pick and roll stripped away with 1:12 to go. 11-point game. Matthews takes it back. Interestingly enough, the Pistons are playing this game down by 11 as if they were down by 21.
They have the last 7 minutes when they were only down 13, 14 points. Taking quick shots, not running their offense, gambling a little bit too much at the defensive end.
5 on the shot clock. And Worthy is fouled with 48 seconds to go. Ralph Lewis seeing his first action in the series, and Walker D. Russell.
Number 23, Walker D. Russell.
Have come in the game.
Ralph Lewis.
Tuesday night, we'll see how the Pistons come out in game number 4. We'll be with you at 9 o'clock Eastern time. But a tremendous exhibition of poise by the Lakers, not to mention all-around aggressiveness at both ends.
Before this game, Pat Riley felt that his speech to the team was that this was a world championship game. That's how important he felt this ball game was, and his team responded to what he told them.
Now we'll see how Detroit responds to what Chuck Daly tells his team. Ralph Lewis, who came from the CBA out of LaSalle College in Philadelphia, took that shot.
I'm glad I'm not going to have to be there to listen to what Chuck Daly has to tell his ball club.
You think he's in the dressing room already formulating it?
So many times you get technical fouls, and I can speak from experience because you're frustrated with the performance of your players.
This may have been one of those instances. For Isaiah Thomas, 28 points, 20 in the second half. Smile on the face of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Byron Scott. 10 seconds to go in the ball game. 99-86. Well, the Lakers didn't get 100, but they won going away in this game. That'll do it. And the Lakers on the road have opened up a 3-game trip by stunning the Detroit Pistons and telling them why in no uncertain terms, while the Lakers are the world champions of the NBA. 99-86 the final score. Worthy with 24. Green with 21 led 5 double-figure scorers for the Lakers. Thomas had 28. Dantley 14. Lanebeer 10 were the only men in double figures for the Detroit Pistons.